Welcome to Nonprofit Profiles. I'm Genevieve. One of the things I love about Santa Monica is the wealth of community-based opportunities to learn, share, and connect. A shining example of that kind of community engagement is the Virginia Avenue Park. On today's show, we'll find out about how it is so much more than just a park. It's a campus that's home to a multitude of fantastic programs for Santa Monica residents and visitors of all ages. We'll get started with Carla Fantozzi, Principal Supervisor at Virginia Avenue Park. Thanks for being with us, Carla.
Thank you, Genevieve.
And I hope I pronounced your name right.
Yes, you did.
So we don't often hear about a park being a campus. Can you tell me exactly what that means?
Well, you know, the park has really just grown over the years. When the park reopened in 2005, it not only had a center where they did after-school programs, but it also had basketball courts, playgrounds, a splash pad, which is considered one of the most popular features and water features in Santa Monica.
So is that where the kids stand up and the water splashes up at them on hot days?
Yes, and they have like water pistols, and from the beginning of May until the end of September, it is totally packed up there.
Wow.
We also have different facilities that are available for rent for birthday parties on the weekends, so the patio room and also in the Thelma Terry building. We also have a PAL gym there. So, you know, the programs are just overwhelming how many different buildings that we have with different programs in them. So the PAL gym is in the Park Center building, and we have a teen center that offers a great variety of programs for middle, high school, and some college students as well. And then the latest addition, which I really think is the reason we're a campus now, is because we have the new Pico Branch Library with us in the park, and it just adds to all of the resources that are available to the community.
Wow, it almost sounds like you're, you know, like a college.
It is in a way, because, you know,
for all ages.
Yes, for all ages. Really, from morning until night, you have children, adults, seniors at the park doing different things. Like if you came by in the morning, you would see children playing in the splash pad, parents and going to mommy and me classes, and even having story times at the library. And then in the afternoons, you have different homework assistance programs happening. So you have elementary students getting their homework done and also working with artists and creating things. And then you also have them doing karate in the PAL gym. And then in the evening, you won't believe it, in the evening the park is still busy because we have community meetings there. So from 7 until 10, you'll see lots of things happening.
And are those programs a mixture of free programs and programs that there's a cost to? How does that work?
You know, actually all of our programs at Virginia Avenue Park are free.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, all of them are free. The park is really there for that local community, and we really try and provide and co-locate as many services as possible for that local community, which, you know, you don't want people to have to go too far away to get different services. And that's where our nonprofits come in, because not only do we offer programs that the city provides and sponsors, but we have different nonprofits that come and provide services for free in the neighborhood, right there in the neighborhood.
So tell me about some of the nonprofits and the programs that they provide. I know there's a long list.
Yeah, there is, and we're really excited because the park, when it reopened in 2005, wanted to be this kind of a hub, and I think we actually are quite successful at that right now.
It sounds like it. It sounds like you have a little bit of everything and kind of something for everyone there.
Yeah, so for early childhood, the Connections for Children and Venice Family Clinic and the Westside Family Health Center offer Mommy and Me classes and nutritional programs for families, for young families. We also have Emeritus College, which you'll be hearing from later.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Offering fitness programs and literature and programs in Spanish as well. And then we also have mental health services available. So we have a little counseling center, and our different mental health service providers in the community can meet clients there, and they have a room that they can use.
So are they able to also do some outreach? Because I know sometimes the park can be a draw for people who don't have anywhere else to go.
Yes, they do a lot of outreach in the park. And, you know, I was talking about the community meetings that we have in the evening. You know, it's a very popular place to do those kinds of meetings because you reach the community that is impacted directly. And so our our community members and our families that live in the neighborhood will participate and come to a lot of the meetings.
And are those meeting rooms available for use by groups or clubs or other types of organizations that might need a space to have a meeting?
Actually, during the week, the rooms are all in use for programs.
You're just that busy.
Yeah, we're that busy. It's the truth. But on the weekends, private citizens can rent the rooms for birthday parties or different kinds of events, personal events.
And
then
do they have to be residents of Santa Monica?
No.
It can just be anyone who
there's a
wants that
different
space.
rate.
Okay.
It costs a little different, a little less if you're a resident. And then nonprofits can also rent the rooms, and they get a nonprofit rate to offer a program now and again.
That's so wonderful. I mean, it really sounds like the city and the park in particular is getting behind the community and finding ways to provide really a unique host of services, because you don't hear about this in other cities that often.
Well, I don't think so. And it is really a wonderful, we often say Santa Monica is resource rich, and I think Virginia Avenue Park is an example of that. We try to provide all of these different services. Our parents that come and participate at the park, they bring their children there, they're very much engaged and they want the best for their children. And so we try and bring together at the park all those services that can help parents provide and ensure that their children will be successful in life and in school and finding jobs and all
That's
of that.
so valuable, because I know I'm a parent, my kids are teenagers now, but I remember when they were little and we would go to the park, and some parks had more resources than others, but it sounds like at Virginia Avenue Park people can really find out about a whole host of programs that otherwise they might not have known existed.
Yeah, it's very true. Parents will come in and even ask to be more involved. We have a number of our Spanish-speaking parents who are always there, and a couple years ago we were like, they really want to do more things. So we provided them with a parent leadership training, and now they start planning events at the park, and they invite the police chief to come and speak with them. So it's really a lot of fun.
That sounds amazing. It sounds like you're really empowering people to not just take advantage of what already exists, but to create their own programs.
Yes, it is.
So I know we're running a little short on time, but I just want to mention some of the other fantastic nonprofits, because our viewers are obviously very interested in nonprofits, and a lot of these are going to be very familiar. You work with, as you said, Connections for Children and Westside Family Center, Westside Family Health Center, Venice Family Clinic, St. Joseph Center, Jewish Vocational Services, Chrysalis, the Emeritus College, and Wise and Healthy Aging. I mean, these are some really fantastic local nonprofits, and it sounds like you're working with everyone.
Yeah, we really try and bring all of the different resources right there to the community in their neighborhood. Like Wednesday afternoons is sort of Employment Wednesdays, because JVS is there and Chrysalis is there. So that is really wonderful. That's really
and
quite
I
good.
see also the arts and recreation is important, the Santa Monica Youth Orchestra and Cabeza de Vaca Cultural School.
Yes, we have Folklorico on Friday nights, and then the Santa Monica Youth Orchestra is there on Sundays, and they utilize the space but also bring wonderful music and opportunities to our children.
So how can our viewers participate?
Well, just come on over to Virginia Avenue Park and meet and talk with us in our front office. We can tell you about all the different programs. You can also come to visit our website and check out what's going on. And if you want to get involved as a volunteer, we have lots of opportunities for that too. Always can use more volunteers.
Well, wonderful. I want to thank you so much for being with us. I'm so amazed. I can't believe one park can offer that many programs and opportunities to engage. So thank you, and please keep up the great work that you're doing.
Thank you, Genevieve.
To find out more about everything Virginia Park has to offer, call 310-458-8688 or visit smgov.net/VA-Park. When we come back, we'll hear more about the park's partnership with Emeritus College and with the great programs available to senior citizens.
Hey, Mom. Yes, I'm home. Saved you some dinner. Plan now for a major earthquake. Contact the Santa Monica Office of Emergency Management. Don't be caught in the dark.
Welcome back to Nonprofit Profiles. Here to talk about what Emeritus College has to offer seniors is its Acting Associate Dean, Gita Runkle. Welcome, Gita.
Thank you.
So tell me about Emeritus College. What does Emeritus mean?
Emeritus stands for Retired with Honor, and at Emeritus, our mission, really, our raison d'etre, is to provide a community for older adults that honors them through lifelong learning. And essentially what we do is we offer non-credit education to older adults, and it's state-funded. So even though it's state-funded, we still welcome donations and volunteers from the community. Overall, we've been around quite a long time, since since spring of 1975. And it's just a fantastic program that's been around quite a while. We've had over 2,900 students at this point, and it continues to grow.
So seniors get to go back to college because you're at Santa Monica College, is that right?
Absolutely, yes. So really the mission of the college is to help from cradle to grave, essentially. And so we help students and have partnerships at the college with students in high school, obviously college-age students, and then going all the way through to people who are returning to college for degrees, and then of course in our program who are returning to college really just to continue with lifelong learning.
And it sounds like there's some pretty fun programs. I know you have arts and music, and can you tell me about what kind of programs seniors can take advantage of?
Absolutely. So we have a variety of classes, and as you mentioned, we've got arts and music, literature, writing, computer, post-stroke recovery.
Computer's got to be popular, huh?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's one of those scary things for some seniors, and for others it's really exciting.
Yeah, I know that there are some seniors in my own life who've really taken to that, and they're on Facebook more often than I am.
Fantastic, fantastic. It's never, too old, or we're never too old to learn a new trick, as they say, or it's never too late, really, to learn a new trick like that.
And tell me about the programs that are offered specifically at Virginia Avenue Park.
Absolutely. So our partnership with Virginia Avenue Park has been around for many years. We're really thankful for this relationship. And it's
such a great facility.
It is. It's so beautiful. I saw it last week and I was amazed at how gorgeous it is. And it allows us the opportunity to extend our services to a different territory than we would normally be able to really manage on our own budget, which is really fantastic. And so we offer here a variety of courses. So for example, literature and Spanish, and physical fitness classes, yoga classes, and also Spanish folk singing. And essentially it's just a really convenient location for the local community here. If they don't feel like driving all the way to our main campus on 2nd Street, then they can stay here in the local community. The facilities are gorgeous, as you mentioned. The parking is really easy.
That's important.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're very thankful for the relationship here. We're thankful to the City of Santa Monica, especially for supporting us and collaborating with us.
And I understand that there's an art gallery and an annual showing of artists' work.
Yes, yes. Over at the 2nd Street location, our main headquarters, we have a beautiful art gallery, and we feature work from our students, we feature work from our faculty, and we also have local artists in the community featured there too. And it's a really wonderful space, and students get very competitive about getting their work in the show, and they have so much pride when they see their work there and they bring their family to show their work.
And is some of that included in your publications? I see you've brought a couple of things to show us.
Yes, yes, actually we do. We have a couple of publications. The first is called Pen and Brush, and this is a collaboration of the art class as well as the autobiography class. So it's got some personal life works in it, and then some of the artwork that students create. So it's a collaboration of 2 classes. And then a second book that we have is called Emeritus Chronicles, and this is from another writing course. And essentially this is just all literature in this book. And so it's really great. Every year we publish essentially the works of our students, and it's really fabulous stories.
So it's got to be really wonderful for you to be able to provide seniors a chance to express themselves in ways that maybe they didn't have a chance to do in their careers or in their family life. It's kind of like opening a door to a whole new world.
Absolutely, it really is. I actually had the honor of judging the photo show recently, and
Wow.
one of the students was expressing to me how he didn't really know anything about photography, and he picked it up in his retirement. He picked it up at Emeritus College, and how much he's learned about it, and now he's so comfortable with the camera, and he'd actually had never really used a computer much before, and through this course he got to learn how to use a computer so that he could Photoshop his classes or Photoshop his artwork. And so he was just saying, you know, what joy it brought to him to be able to do that.
Well, it's so nice because in older age and in retirement, people maybe have more time than they had before, and it's really wonderful that you're providing something to do with that time that is not just, you know, fun, but also learning new skills and enabling them to do things that maybe they never imagined they could do.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really wonderful. A lot of people, you know, at the end of the day, they're able to be physically active through our exercise classes and movement classes, post-stroke recovery classes. They're able to be mentally active through our arts, our literature courses, our current events, political science classes. And then, more importantly, I think this provides an amazing social opportunity for them. Some of our students have lost their spouses, some of them are far from family, or maybe don't have any family left anymore.
So it helps to create community.
Absolutely, it really is. And for many people, this is like a second home for them. It's something they have to live for. So it's really just a wonderful friendship that they develop with other students, with faculty, and it definitely really is like community and a family.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And are there opportunities, just briefly, for intergenerational engagement?
Yes, indeed. Yes, there's a few opportunities. So one of the big ones that we have right now is the collaboration in our band. We have a wonderful concert band, and it has our students from our program and also students from Santa Monica High School, and they collaborate together for concerts.
That's so great.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's passing on the wisdom to a new generation.
Absolutely. And we're looking at potentially down the line passing on the wisdom of the younger generation to the older generation through some technology transfer, you know, information like social media and things like that. So we're looking at additional ways to get the intergenerational discussions going.
It goes both ways.
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you so much for being with us and sharing about the programs of Emeritus College. It sounds like you're providing a wonderful service, not just for the seniors in our community, but for our entire community.
Thank you, Genevieve. We appreciate the opportunity to highlight the program and our relationship with Virginia Avenue Park.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for being with us. For more information about Emeritus College, call 310-434-4306. Please stay with us to find out about how Virginia Avenue Park is working with the Pico Branch Library to offer programs for learners of all ages.
Even if a signal indicates it's safe to walk, it's never safe unless drivers see you. Last year, 113 pedestrians were injured in Santa Monica. You don't have to go to extremes to get a driver's attention. It just takes a little eye contact. Take the right steps to be safe. Watch the road.
Welcome back. Here to enlighten us on Virginia Avenue Park's partnership with the Santa Monica Public Library is Cecilia Tovar, the Pico Branch Manager. Cecilia, welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me about the programs that are offered at the Pico Branch Library.
Well, we have many programs. We just started with our story times. We also have baby time, book clubs, author talks. In the future, we're going to include computer classes for the adults, but we also have movie screening. And of course, we're really working together with the Virginia Avenue Park.
Yeah, you're right there on that campus.
Yes, yes. I think it's a wonderful addition. We get to see everyone that come into the park, and they're using the Virginia Avenue Park amenities and the meeting rooms, but they also come into the library. I think that everybody is so happy to be there.
Oh, yeah. And I understand you have a lot of programs for youth.
Yes, that's our main focus. We do have early literacy programs. Also, we have the early literacy computers for little kids.
And those are separate. You actually have a separate set of
Yes.
computers for adults and for children.
Correct. We do have computers for children, but these early literacy stations are not connected to the internet, and they are specifically for toddlers and preschoolers. And they are very interactive, and also they're in Spanish and English. And so they're games that parents can be there in the educational games, and also, you know, they will be able to learn all the readiness that they need to.
Sure, I know it's probably more fun for a kid to go, oh, I get to play on the computer.
Right,
And I'm
right.
still at the library.
Exactly, because around them is all the picture books and board books, so they have, you know, the access to the material right there.
And I know for me, you know, reading has always been really important and something I try to pass on to my kids. And I think just being in that environment, being surrounded by books and understanding how much books have to offer
Exactly.
makes a big difference.
Oh, yes. I think if you encourage kids to read, but in a fun way, not if they feel that it's a homework or a punishment, I think they're really going to develop the habit of reading. Also, in our summer, we always encourage all the people, once the kids are out of school, to participate in our summer reading program. And this is something that all the libraries nationally do. And so they come, the kids sign up, and every time they read about 3 or 4 books, they get a token or, you know, a free gift.
Oh, I remember
or
that.
something.
Yeah, my kids participated in that.
Yes, and we'll do it. And so we invite authors to come, storytellers, and we have fun programs for the whole family, not just for the little kids, everyone to enjoy and be in that, like you said, in that environment.
And speaking of environment, I understand it's a beautiful facility. Can you tell me a little bit about what it looks like?
Sure. When you come into the library, you will see the popular material there, our gondolas with our new books. To your left, you'll see the children area with the computers. And to your far right, you'll have the self-checkout and the adults and also the adult computers. We do have 3 study rooms, so if someone wants to have a quiet time, they can come. But we really reserve those study rooms from 3 to 6 for students to come and do their homework. So the kids are the ones that checking out the study rooms.
And do they have help with their homework? Is that available at the library?
Yes. Well, if they need to ask, you know, I need to find this book and I'm doing this research, the librarians are there all the time so that we can help them out. And also, you know, the tutors, if they come in, they can sit in the study rooms and help them out.
So it provides a safe place for tutors to meet with children.
Correct.
And I understand that everyone at this particular branch of the library is fluent in both English and Spanish.
Yes, the permanent staff are bilingual. So we, you know, we have from the Pico neighborhood many parents that don't speak English or they're learning English. So we try to help them out as much as we can in their own language.
And what kind of outreach into the neighborhood does the Pico Branch Library do?
Well, we go to the schools. We also work with some of the agencies, for example, the low-income housing. We also go to them, and because we advertise our programs with them and let them know what we have, and they have invited us to come and present. And of course, you know, we depend a lot from the Virginia Avenue Park connections that they have already.
So you can go out into the community and let people know, both at nonprofit agencies and schools, that
Yes.
come to Pico Branch Library, come to Virginia Avenue Park.
Exactly,
There's a
yes.
lot to offer.
Yes, and one area that we have is the farmers market. And I think that farmers market brings so many people into the library, and also there's so many people out there that they're constantly asking, oh, you know, I didn't know that the library was here, I'm so glad, and that's when we also letting them know.
So just to wrap up, why should we be excited about this new branch library? What's special and different and super exciting?
Well, I believe it's because it's a beautiful branch, and also because it is part of the Virginia Avenue Park campus. I believe that we offer many resources. We also are brand new collection, and we have technology. We also provide many resources and research and help to the community. I believe there's a way, there's a space for the community to also meet and connect and relax.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful place, and what a great thing to have a branch library with so much to offer, connected to a park and a recreation facility that also has so much to offer. So it sounds like between the branch library and the Virginia Avenue Park and all the great nonprofits you work with, there's just so much happening. So I hope our viewers will come and see you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for being with us. And thank you for being with us for another edition of Nonprofit Profiles. To find out more about the Pico Branch Library, call 310-458-8684. And now that you know all the great things that are happening at Virginia Avenue Park, I hope you'll stop by to find out what the park has to offer you. Thank you.